You're watching Good Day New York from the most powerful name in local news, Fox 5 News.
6:45 health news now. Many Americans don't get enough sleep, and guess you didn't have to be told that. There are a lot of culprits, including snoring and a lot of other things, and we're going to talk more about that now.
Yeah, more than 40 million Americans snore every night. That can lead to a whole lot of irritability, memory loss, mood changes, and health problems. Joining us to talk about that right now, Dr. David Volpi. He's the founder of the Manhattan Snoring and Sleep Center. Good morning, doctor. Thanks for coming in. Talk with us a little bit about what contributes to a bad night's sleep. We hear about stress, people working longer, and also snoring.
Well, many things can contribute to a bad night's sleep. Certainly if one's bed partner is snoring, that's going to keep them up. If they go to bed too late, that's going to cause a bad night's sleep.
So what can we do about these things?
Well, if we're having the bad night's sleep because we're the snorer or we have sleep apnea, the first thing we should do is try to go to our physician, be evaluated to make sure we don't have sleep apnea. If our bed partner's snoring, then there's several things we could try to do to get them to stop snoring. One would be to decrease the amount of alcohol they drink at night, try not to eat late at night. If someone's snoring occasionally, that's not a bad sign. But if someone's snoring every night, that's something that should be evaluated.
Now, you should get a Nobel Prize if you can answer this question. How do you convince a teenager to go to bed earlier? I mean, let me tell you, every kid now, we understand that they need more than even 8 or 9 hours sleep, right?
Having had 2 teenagers myself, right, and still do, it's a tough thing to do.
But they do need a lot more sleep, correct?
Well, they certainly need better sleep than they're getting. Right. I mean, they go to bed, as you know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. They get up, they cram for tests, they're on the internet all night. That's a tough thing to do as a parent.
And it's detrimental to their health.
Absolutely. I mean, poor sleep is detrimental to everyone's health. And as we get older, we realize that we need more sleep and better sleep.
All right, I can see these tips going to your daughter at home right now. Okay, so what can we do if we want to try to wind down at the end of the night? I hear about so many people stressed about bills, taking care of their children before they go to bed. What can you do to sort of wind down to get a better night's rest?
Well, the best thing you should do is use the bedroom for sleep. Not to watch television, not to be on the internet. I mean, the best thing to do is to read a book or listen to some music quietly, and then try to peacefully go to sleep without trying to do 3,000 things at one time and then fall asleep immediately, because it just doesn't happen.
All right. You know, there are a lot of people in New York City who like to brag about the number of hours that they sleep. Oh, I can get by with just 4 or 5 hours of sleep. But there are really some long-term health consequences as a result. Is that correct?
Well, absolutely. I mean, poor sleep. I mean, patients, for example, with sleep apnea that don't sleep well, the incidence of hypertension, heart disease, stroke go through the roof. So, I mean, you need good quality sleep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
People waking up right now are convinced, you know, you're right. I didn't get it again last night. Did the change of climate mean anything? Last night it was awfully warm. People not even anticipate these things, right?
The sleep environment is important. I mean, if the room is too hot, you're not going to sleep well. If it's too cold, sometimes if you don't have the right covers, you won't sleep well. But absolutely, certainly with temperature, noise, that kind of stuff, it's very important.
Okay, doctor, thank you so much for coming in. Dr. David Volpi,
My pleasure.
We certainly appreciate it. Maybe you can give me some tips later on about getting my 4-month-old to sleep through the night.
Oh, well,
I need that one for sure. Okay.